We were somewhere around Barstow, on the edge of the desert, when the drugs began to take hold. The incomparable Johnny Depp, Benicio del Toro, Christina Ricci, a plethora of cameos that I won't even remember them all. Craig Bierko, Cameron Diaz, Katherine Hellman, Flea, Lyle Lovett, Christopher Maloney, Ellen Barkin, on and on it goes. As if the close of an era of the 1960s, at the dawn of the 1970s, Hunter S. Thompson and his attorney, friend, confidant, partner in crime, Dr. Gonzo, fill up a rental car trunk full of a whole assortment of various kinds of drugs, narcotics, fluids, you name it, and off they go to cover the Mint 400 drag race in the desert. This is the epic Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is one of those films that I have loved so much. It's taken a long time to figure out how to even begin to do a review of it. I had the same experience with The Watchmen, with Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? But this is a phenomenal, phenomenal movie and a phenomenal story. But it is, well, it's part of a subculture. You either get it or you don't. You either love it or you don't grasp it. I won't say you hate it. Now, full disclosure, I have never done hard drugs. I do not do drugs now. I am not now, never have been a member of the Hells Angels or any other group that might appear in the writings of Hunter S. Thompson. I am a recovering alcoholic, and when I drank for oblivion. I drank for rock bottom. The possibility of mental and spiritual collapse was quite real. As he would say, no sympathy for the devil. I drank to oblivion and sufficient insanity and inability to process or sleep to suffer hallucinations, where I had hallucinations of people peeking in the window at me, and I would walk around the next day and see my own footprints in the snow. I was spying and looking in on myself. I passed myself crawling out of that bag as I was crawling in, as another great song says. So this film that came out and I loved and got a recording of and completely binged over and over and over again while in a drunken stupor was one of those films that was a huge part of my drinking life. In fact, I had to give it up. I was sober for a couple of years before I could look at this film, because the film, not only was it a part of that life for me, but it does such an incredible job of giving you the insight into someone who is totally twisted and oblivious and in this state and this stupor of, it really captures the parts that are funny, the parts that seem fun, all the way down to the disgusting. You can feel the humidity and smell the stench coming from the dirty bathwater in which Dr. Gonzo is trying to kill himself. I mean, this is incredible stuff. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is an epic journey into the heart, as he says, of the American dream, but it is being perceived completely through the eyes of these people that are fully and completely twisted on drugs, who check into a hotel room and trash it, go across town, check into another hotel room and trash it, who encounter various peoples and situations along the way. Watching it now today, stone cold sober, I can tell you, it gives you the idea of what it's like to be in that totally oblivious state where you might be passing yourself, crawling in and out of a bag, or looking in at yourself from outside your own window because the effect of the drug on your body is so severe. This is captured on film. This is captured in the narrative. The beautiful, unique poetry of Hunter S. Thompson, tied together with the psychedelic visuals, the camera work, everything about this film is memorable, amazing, quotable, one of the greatest soundtracks ever to exist for a film. Man, if you've been there and you kind of want to be reminded, go see it, get it, see it, watch it, stream it. If it's a mystery to you that you're fascinated by, watch it, stream it, get it, view it, love it. It is a window into this psychedelic world of rock bottom, of physiological and spiritual collapse, of coming to and finding all the signs of things you did, you name it, all tied in with the real drama of the ugliness when it can turn violent, particularly in some people, when it is funny, when it is nasty, degrading, and disgusting. It's all there to be loved, hated, enjoyed, revolted against, for you to recoil in horror and yet to know what it's like. There's nothing quite like it, and I can't imagine there would ever be anything quite like it again. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. The book is good too. Check out the book. But the film does a fabulous job of capturing the mood of it all.